Reading practice to improve pronunciation and speaking skills in English. The tragic story of the Titanic. The sinking of the Titanic is one of the most well-known tragedies in history. On April 10, 1912, the Titanic set sail on its maiden voyage from Southampton, England, with over 2,200 passengers and crew members on board. The ship was the largest and most luxurious in the world at the time, with state-of-the-art amenities and safety features. Unfortunately, despite its claim to be unsinkable, the Titanic struck an iceberg on the night of April 14 and sank, resulting in the deaths of over 1,500 people. The Titanic was the product of the White Star Line, a British shipping company that wanted to build the largest and most luxurious passenger liner in the world. Construction of the Titanic began in 1909, with over 3,000 workers involved in the project. The ship was designed to be 882 feet long, with 9 decks and a total of 840 staterooms. It had a top speed of 23 knots, making it one of the fastest ships in the world. The Titanic was equipped with state-of-the-art safety features, including watertight compartments that were designed to prevent flooding in the event of an accident. The ship also had 20 lifeboats on board, which was the minimum number required by law at the time. However, this was not enough to accommodate all of the passengers and crew members in the event of an emergency. The Titanic set sail on its maiden voyage from Southampton, England, on April 10, 1912, with stops in Cherbourg, France, and Queenstown, now known as Cobh, Ireland, before heading to its final destination of New York City. Among the passengers were some of the wealthiest people in the world, including John Jacob Astor IV, Benjamin Guggenheim, and Isidor Straus. The Titanic was also carrying hundreds of immigrants who were hoping to start a new life in America. On the night of April 14, the Titanic was cruising through the North Atlantic when it struck an iceberg at 11:40 p.m. The impact caused a series of holes in the ship's hull, and water began flooding into the lower compartments. The Titanic's crew quickly realized the severity of the situation and began loading the lifeboats with passengers and crew members. Despite the efforts of the crew, the Titanic sank in less than 3 hours, with over 1,500 people losing their lives. The survivors were picked up by the RMS Carpathia, which had received the Titanic's distress signal and rushed to the scene. The disaster was a shock to the world and sparked a number of investigations into the cause of the sinking. The sinking of the Titanic has been attributed to a number of factors. One of the main causes was the ship's speed. The Titanic was traveling at close to its maximum speed on the night of the disaster, which made it difficult to maneuver and avoid the iceberg. Another factor was the lack of binoculars in the crow's nest, which made it difficult for the lookout to spot the iceberg in time to avoid a collision. The number of lifeboats on the Titanic was also a major issue. Although the ship had enough lifeboats to meet the legal requirements, it was not enough to accommodate all of the passengers and crew members on board. The Titanic's designers had believed that the ship was unsinkable, and therefore did not see the need for additional lifeboats. The sinking of the Titanic had a profound impact on the world. It led to a number of changes in maritime safety regulations, including requirements for more lifeboats and better training for crew members. The disaster also sparked a number of books, movies, and documentaries, which have helped to keep the memory of the Titanic alive. Today, The remains of the Titanic lie at the bottom of the North Atlantic, where they have been preserved in the cold, dark depths for over a century. The story of the Titanic continues to fascinate and haunt people around the world, serving as a reminder of the fragility of human life and the power of nature. Please do not forget to like, share, comment and subscribe for more amazing contents.